So guys, welcome back once again. If you're new to this channel, do well to like this channel videos, share this channel videos, always leave a free Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that I won't be missing any training update about Nnamdi Kanu, as all what you'll be getting here are legit, verified and training updates happening about Nnamdi Kanu. First of all, I would like to tell you guys that Nnamdi Kanu's release is getting sooner and sooner. Nnamdi Kanu release is what is imminent and is what is obtainable for us at the moment, because we need to speak the truth. Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve to be in detention as at 2026. He's not supposed to be in the prison. Just take a look at how Justice Omotosho sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment without a documented law. As the young man was seen asking him, Omotosho, show me the law. He could not show him, because he knew that he was wrong. And now I've got the reasons why Justice James Omotosho failed in Nnamdi Kanu's judgment. I've got the reasons for you, and I'll be letting you know it. Just stay put. You know, I keep condemning Nnamdi Kanu being sentenced to life imprisonment. I dislike that news so much, because I knew what that particular man, Nnamdi Kanu, have passed through. He's a freedom fighter, yes. They declared him a freedom fighter some months ago, because they've seen the effort he's putting towards his people. He wants the betterment of his people. That is his plan. He has no selfish interest. All what he's focusing is just the freedom of his people, and he wants his people to have equal and same rights. He does not want anybody to feel bigger than each other. This is a man that has love in him. His heart is full of gold. Anything he seems to speak is what he does. He's a man of his words. He prophesied something. As you can see on your screen, this was when he was saying something that will happen. He prophesied that the insecurity going on now will happen. And Tinubu and his government and any president that will be in the seat that time will want to terrorize Nigeria and turn Nigeria into an Islamic country, which is happening now. He said it. But what do? We fold our hands and watch him say something like that. And we can now say that this is what is happening in reality. Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve to be in prison, because he has every right to move around freely. Because why would the criminals be moving around freely while Nnamdi Kanu is in prison? The likes of Shegumi and others are still in Nigeria, moving around freely, negotiating with government officials in the forest, in the bush. Yet a peaceful man is in prison, is in Sokoto prison, suffering with criminals. You can see that these people have plans. They know exactly what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. The crimes of Christians in Nigeria is becoming too much, and it's becoming alarming. It needs to stop. But they are not saying anything concerning it. But once it comes to Nnamdi Kanu's case, they take it really more serious. They are not even looking for a way to stop it. Sometimes I don't understand how Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment. It's just looking like it was something that was just jokingly done, but come to check, in reality, it is what happened, and we need to accept it. And all we need to do is to stand up now and let everyone in Nigeria know that Nnamdi Kanu was right in his doings. He was never wrong. All what he wanted was for the betterment of Nigeria. He wanted Nigeria to be great. That's why he seemed to expose those criminals, expose those politicians that seem to handle Nigeria roughly. He's saying the truth, but we took him for granted. Now we've seen it. I pray may the consequence be fall on them, because so that they will know that Nnamdi Kanu is a true man of God, and he's a man that does not take nonsense too. As you can see his boldness and confidence speaking in court, even while he was about to be sentenced to life. You can see the boldness from him. This to tell you that this man knows that what he's doing is right, and he keeps on doing it. This is what I keep praising Nnamdi Kanu about. And he cannot stop it, because he knows he's doing what is good and what will favor Nigerians too. Well, I promised earlier that I will be letting you know the judicial errors that was done by Omotosho on Nnamdi Kanu. Now, let me read it out for you so that you know, so that you see exactly what I'm saying now. First, jurisdiction questions. Critics sometimes argue that the court lacked proper jurisdiction over the defendant or alleged conduct. Federal versus state jurisdiction was misapplied. Issues involving extraordinary rendition/extradition needed different treatment. This kind of argument claims that the court should not have heard the case in that form. They should not have heard the case in that form. It's never done. Second, failure to address alleged right violations. Commonly raised points include whether the court sufficiently addressed claims of unlawful arrest and transfer, examined due process violations thoroughly, considered constitutional safeguards, that is fair hearing, presumption of innocence, etc. Critics argue that proceeding history must be evaluated before the substantive charges. Now, the third one, errors in interpreting bail or detention law. Arguments may include incorrect application of standards for granting bail, insufficient consideration of health or humanitarian grounds, not weighing exceptional circumstances adequately. Critics frame this as misapplication of discretionary judicial powers. Fourth, evidentiary and procedural issues. Commonly alleged errors include relying on improperly admitted evidence, not allowing certain evidence or witnesses, procedural irregularities during hearings. Lawyers usually argue this point on appeal or review. Lawyers do argue this point on appeal or review. This is what this point is trying to tell us here. Come on, we need to understand this. Fifth, failure to consider international legal questions. Because the case has cross-border dimensions, critics sometimes say courts should assess international law implications. Listen, weigh rulings of regional or international bodies, consider diplomatic dimensions of transfer or custody. This is often framed as incomplete legal reasoning rather than intentional wrongdoing. Yes, it is often framed as incomplete legal reasoning rather than intentional wrongdoing. That is the truth, and you need to accept it. Now, on the sixth, insufficient reasoning in the judgment. This is exactly the one I've been pointing about. Insufficient reasoning in the judgment. Now, let's read. In some appellate challenges, listen, lawyers argue that reasons for key decisions were not fully explained. Relevant authorities or precedents were not adequately distinguished. Constitutional arguments were not fully addressed. That argument goes to depth and clarity of judicial reasoning. So guys, from these points now that I've listed, you can now see and know exactly the errors that made this man called Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. You have seen the errors. And I'm sure now you should now understand where I'm coming from and the point I'm trying to make to you, that Nnamdi Kanu would have not been sentenced to life imprisonment if not these errors that was made by Justice James Omotosho. I don't know why he cannot just accept that he did wrong for sentencing a man to life imprisonment. Really? Is that what it has gotten to? A man that has pure intentions for his people, no selfish interest. All what he wants are just the betterment of his people, to see his people happy and contented. This is what he wants. But I see no reason why they take him as he is a terrorist. Omotosho even tagged him as a terrorist while delivering judgment on that day. You could see it on the video clip. He called him a terrorist, and while also reading out the several terrorism-related charges on Nnamdi Kanu, he called him a terrorist, and he said Nnamdi Kanu will be punished for being a terrorist. You can imagine Nnamdi Kanu that we know being called a terrorist, and we are keeping quiet about it. No, this cannot happen. If there's one thing I'm certain and sure about, is that these judicial errors on Omotosho will make Nnamdi Kanu's release will happen as soon as possible. I would love to have your take on this. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Like this video, share this video, always leave a free Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that you will miss any channel update about Nnamdi Kanu. See you in my next video. Bye.